YouTube. What's up, guys? How we doing? So, Bad Max is almost back together. We've been working on it, working super tough, dude, and we had to order a bunch of stuff. The truck, it was in bad shape, man. The diff and just everything, man, she was in bad shape. But we got new skid plates, we got some new parts, new diffs, all kinds of stuff. By the way, there's these cheap little diffs on eBay. These are $20 a piece. Do not buy these. Do not buy these. My mistake. I wanted to try them. Figured the aluminum case would have been cool. No. Much better off with the factory diff, replacing it with a JRC takeoff versus buying one of these. These are Chinese knockoff diffs. They do fit. The gear pitch matches. They do fit. The gear teeth, all that, it all lines up. It did need to be shimmed inside the Traxxas case, diff case, which is odd. Traxxas diffs normally don't need to be shimmed. But yeah, so buyer beware. Okay, so in this video, we are going to put the 21 in the Savage. We are going to mesh, and then hopefully, today, tomorrow, at some point, I can get some time where we can throw a heat cycle. Let's get that first start on that, my modified 21. It's going to be sick, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be sick. Obviously, we're talking about such a small thing. This is a small engine. It doesn't even put out 1 horsepower. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't think any of these little engines put out a horsepower. But whatever, it to each is their own. You can believe what you want, just like I believe what I want, and that's fine. But so the me porting, it's negligible. You're not gonna really see it, right? You're not. But maybe, just maybe, you might feel a little bit through the controller. You might feel a little bit more of a connection to the engine through the controller. Maybe it does bring up the power. I don't know, right? We're just messing around. This is my hobby, guys. You're just joining me along for my ride. And I appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, hit that subscribe button if you can. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means the world to me. So hit that subscribe if you can. All right, guys, let's put that engine in the truck, and then let's hopefully fire it up this weekend. All right. Finish heating this thing up, I just thought of something, real quick. There is no computer driving these engines. There is nothing fancy to them, right? It's a simple process. It's air, fuel, and metering, right? Metering. So when you guys are struggling to get one started or to keep one running, you know, think about it. Think about what is causing that engine to do what it's doing. Listen to it. Is it freaking out? Is it screaming and just out of control and just, ah? Right? It's lean. You know, is it really doesn't want to run, doesn't want to move? It's rich. It's that simple, guys. You know, you just got to think about it, you know. I know it's hard, and I know when somebody tells you, oh, you know, listen to your motor, tune it by ear. The fuck does that mean? Right? What the fuck does that mean? Who says that? The fuck does that mean? I don't know, you know. It's true, but it takes a while to develop that ear. So always, always use this until you figure it out, right? You know, just to make sure, in case, you know, when one needle's compensating for the other, sometimes you can have an engine that seems to run just fine, but it's not. And it's compensating, and eventually it will heat up and overheat. So, you know, just beware, be mindful. Breaking in, it's hard. It's hard for me to explain needles and settings and all that while I'm breaking in because there is no setting, right? I am listening to the motor. I am reacting to what it's doing. I start it up. Wheels are turning. The idle's super fast. It's freaking out. So idle gap's too big. Engine's too lean. You know, low needle's too lean. So reduce idle gap or richen up low needle, right? Until you get your idle under control. And then once your idle's under control, you know, then you can start driving it, right? Drive it. Lean out that high-speed needle until you get that highest RPM, slightly richen it back up just for safety, right? You don't want it running at absolute peak just because you can split your connecting rod and things like that. You always want to slightly richen it up just to bring it back down a notch, right? Okay, now you're set on your high-speed needle. Now your idle is super high. Your truck's walking. It doesn't want to stop. You know, it doesn't want to, you know, it's just walking away from you and it's continuing to go, you know, you're holding the brakes, okay? Reduce idle gap. Make that idle gap smaller, slowly, very slowly. Bring that idle down until the truck stops moving, right? Now, drive it again. Do a couple high-speed passes. Bring it in. Hurry and pinch that fuel line. You want to pinch it, right? Let me show you, okay? See right where that fuel filter's at, right? So here's carb inlet. You want to pinch right there. That's about what? An inch or two? 2 inches? Right there. Boom. 1, 2, and it dies. Perfectly set high-speed needle. Perfect, just like that. All right, guys. I'm going to quit babbling and continue on this motor. Okay, here it is. It's time. It's break-in time. Here we are. Okay. So I want to let you guys know the fuel that I'm using, okay? I run Torco 3010, and then I have added 60 extra mils of the Klotz, I think it's Technoplate, or I don't know, whatever it is. I can't remember. The Klotz, though, it's Klotz caster. I added an extra 60 mils to the one, you know, quart. So it probably only raised it 0.5% or maybe even 1%. But it's that real castor oil that I'm looking for, not the synthetic. And so that's why I did that. Typically, I don't add oil to my fuel just for first starts and break-ins and stuff like that. Like I said, it wasn't even a full quart. I mean, we're talking that much of the bottle, and I added 60 mils. So maybe it upped it 1% or 2, maybe. Maybe it's 12% oil now. But I just want to let you guys know that that's what I'm doing, okay? So we did bump the oil content, the oil package up a little bit. Okay, let's put some fuel in. Let's give her a good half a tank. All right. Okay. Got my heat gun. We are going to try to evenly heat the engine as evenly as possible. I tend to kind of focus more on the top of the engine because that's where the pinch of the sleeve is. Obviously you want to heat the entire engine to uniformly, heat things, but obviously it's impossible, okay? So do your best, keep the heat gun moving, and we will, you'll get there. Just don't stay in one spot. Try not to melt your plastics or anything like that. Keep it moving. Forgot to grab my temp gun. Okay. So like I said, keep it moving. Keep it even. Do the best you can. Right? No one's perfect. This is not a science. This is just kind of what we've all gathered over the years of doing this. So there's no science to it. Don't trip. I promise. You'll only get better with time. Just like me. It only gets better with time. So right now we're at about 190 degrees. We're getting super close. It's damn near there. Right? Yeah, this is gonna be great. So I'm gonna actually move this jug for a minute. Let's get the engine started, and then I will, deal with the oil. So, I'm kind of on the fence about the 200 degree rule. A lot of guys swear by the 200 degrees. I think it needs to be hotter. I think, closer to 250, before you even attempt to start is ideal. You want to get it hot, man. That metal's got to expand. 250 degrees is really not that hot. Plastic doesn't even melt at 250 degrees. So think of it that way, right? You're not getting it that hot. Obviously that's not a running temperature either. Running temperature is 250 degrees. So that's where we want to target. Hi, buddy. Hey, go play, buddy. You stuck? Keep going. Okay. So right now I'm hitting 200 degrees, so we're getting closer. I saw a 220 in there, so maybe it's getting a little warmer. Oh, I forgot my glow igniter. Hang on, I'll be right back. Forgot my glow igniter. My bad. Okay. But yeah, so what was I saying? We'll get her up to 250 degrees, and then we'll start her. Yeah, let's see how she does. Let's fire her up. I'm so excited. Guys, this is the first time I've ever modified an engine. Not my first break-in, obviously, but first time I've modded an engine, and I'm so excited to see how this thing performs. Knowing my luck, it's probably just going to explode on me, and we're not going to see nothing. But you never know. Fingers are crossed. Let's see. Okay. Oh, man. Look at that. I barely even clicked it. Oh, she primed beautifully. Oh, she primed beautifully. This is going to be amazing. This is going to start super quick. I know it. It's going to be great. This is going to be so awesome, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh.
And we make chips that with chippers. That I don't know. I don't know. That I don't know.
All right, so let's up the idle. Yeah, Okay, now let's try it. There we go. There we go, yeah! Buddy, you're ruining my video, pal. Please. Please, buddy, okay?
Okay, I'll go play.
Okay, you go play.
Okay.
Thank you. God, it just will not idle. All right.
It's my tail.
Let's open her up. Let's give her some more fuel. See what happens. Yeah. Too much. That was too much.
Dad,
But that's okay.
Dad, too much power, Dad.
All right. Now let's see what she does. She died.
Oh.
This is very typical of a new engine. So if you struggle like this, it's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Perfectly normal.
Try again.
God damn it. She keeps fucking dying.
Yeah, it's dying.
Nope, buddy. Glow plug in it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck this. I'm putting a good glow plug in it. All right, so I'm gonna put a Dynamite R3. This is a hot plug. We are gonna throw that in there, and hopefully, you know, this truck will stabilize. I think the glow plug is the problem. You know, it came with the engine, so I don't. Yeah, I mean, I can guarantee you it's just a shit glow plug. Yeah, the proper fucking glow plug in there. You know, AliExpress, what do you expect? Had to try it, you know. But we're let's put a proper glow plug, and let's see how she runs now. Fired right up, didn't she? It's funny how that works. Quality glow plug, leave it on.